Shoot. Oops. Okay. Oops. Someone's really, really. In case I get chilly, I'm going to grab a sweater. But I have my... Hi, Donna. I love to have my candles at night. You guys, it's been raining and icky here. Just miserable. How are you? Hey, Picker, how are you? How are you guys doing? How's it going? How was your day? Everyone have a good day? What is that? Sorry. How's it going, guys? Oh, that's so good. So good. Thank you, Picker. Me too. I'm okay. Just catch you guys up a little bit. Hey, Ivy. How are you, sweetheart? Hey, Cinnamon. Okay. Donna, you changed your picture, I notice. Nice. Gosh, why do I keep seeing these little Piper hairs all over? Okay. So my daughter came today. Thank you, Cinnamon. No Chardonnay. I'm faking you guys out. I can't lie. I wanted people to try and accuse me of being a drunk or an alcoholic or something, but that's not alcohol. I just don't like my other glasses. I want to buy some new glasses. But this stuff, you guys, is amazing. Clementine and peach. This stuff tastes so good. It's delicious. What was it? Cinny? Wasn't it Cinny? I'm the blonde and my niece is behind me, Huntington Beach. Nice. Nice. Unfortunately, it's got the YouTube thing that covers it up. Ugh. OJ. Not. But did you think it was... Ivy, you probably knew it wasn't alcohol, right? So, okay, so I was telling you guys, my daughter came here today with her boyfriend, got some more stuff. They have one more trip and it's gone. Piper's gone. Piper left yesterday. And she was going to take Michael Long. Isn't that his name? Michael Long? I didn't think it was. Yeah, Ivy, you're a smart little cookie. Bebop, how are you doing? Okay, so isn't it Michael Long? I swear that's what I thought his name is. Hey, Jenny Angel. Okay, so she was going to take her TV, and her TV is just like a little 42-inch TV, right? But you guys, Walmart's having a huge sale on TVs. So we went up to Walmart, and I said, honey, I want to get you a housewarming present, even though they're just moving into her boyfriend's mother's garage. They're making it their little apartment. It's cute. Well, they do the same in love. Hopefully they will have a fairy tale. Who, Ivy? Oh, yes. The black lab is gone. Yep, she's with my daughter. She claimed Piper as her dog. So I guess, it's her dog. So anyways, so I said, hey, I want to get you a housewarming gift. What do you need? My hair is driving me crazy, you guys. I think I'm going to take these out. I'm not sure. Anyways, and she said, we don't really need anything. And I said, well, you're not happy with the size of your TV, right? She goes, no, I'm not. They are so in love, Ivy. And what's so beautiful about it, you guys, is they're each other's first. You know, I mean, she had never dated anybody before him. And he had dated someone, but had never been with somebody, you know what I mean, before her. And the person he dated before was like 3 weeks. So it wasn't a big deal. But they are literally planning their lives together. And it's not like they're just two teenagers in love and they're just screwing off out there in life and they're, you know, not being responsible. They are both so responsible. Like, he couldn't go to Walmart with us because he had to go home and study for school. You know, he's going to college. He's got a full-time job. She's going to college. She has a full-time job. I'm so damn proud of her. And I mean, they just are in love with each other. Do we like his family? That's a good question. His mom is pretty overbearing, Ivy. I worked with her at the same company, but she's been hurt, you know, by her ex, and you know, she's raising 3 boys by herself, and 2 of them are twins. So, I mean, I understand her a little bit, but I think she offered them to live there because she didn't want to lose her little boy because he's firstborn, right? So and my daughter agrees with that. And she said something to my daughter the other day because her and her boyfriend kind of got in a little argument. They were both stressed out. They're moving stuff. They had to get an electrician to come in. They had to get what you call it? Come on, you guys. What's the stuff that you put in the walls? I can't think right now. Yeah, Robert's probably lurking. Thank you, Bebop. I don't even wear colored clothes, but I thought I'm trying to change things up a little bit. Yes, moving makes me crabby too. Insulation. So they had to get insulation put in. They had to get have an electrician come out and put some of the plug-in things in, right? And so that was stressful. And they had to, you know, get some new stuff for their place and move stuff and everything, and all while working full-time and going to school full-time. So they were getting in a tiff, and his mom butts in. Thank you, Jenny Angel. Yes. Hi, Lord of Darkness. You're back. Nice to have you back. You're fine. I understood what you meant. Hey, Dee. How are you? Okay. So they got in a little argument, right? Well, they were kind of crabbing at each other. And you know what? You know what she said to my daughter? I mean, I was almost ready to put on some boxing gloves and go over there, knock on the door and just go, pooh. You know what she said to my daughter? She said, every time you guys get in an argument, you can't just run home to your mom's house. And I'm like, she said, what? She goes, yeah. She said, when we get in an argument, I can't just run home to my mom. And my daughter goes, and I was about to tell her, yes, I can. I can run home to my mom anytime I want. But she's not disrespectful like that. But I'm thinking, mind your own damn business. These are 2 young adults trying to start their lives out together. I'm telling you, lived with in life in-laws. The dad was okay. The mom overbearing as hell, you guys. Oh my gosh. Her son could do no friggin' wrong, and she butted into all of our business. I caught her snooping through our stuff when she came to our house one day. I was watching her from my staircase, and she was down in the kitchen, and we had, you know, envelopes, bills, whatever, on the counters, and she was thumbing through them. And I'm like, I mean, this lady reminds me of her, okay? And I'm like, I don't know if this is a mistake. I don't know, but I got to just stay butt out. I'm letting my daughter do what she thinks she needs to do. I think them living with his mother is not going to be a good thing. It's not going to be harmful to them, but it's definitely not going to be a good thing. So, they will find out for themselves. And I guess she said, hey, Seraphim, it is rude. Interesting, since he is living at his mom's house. Yes, exactly, Ivy. That's what I'm thinking. And so, I said, honey, that's not true, right? I said, you can come home to mom's house anytime you need to. If you just need a break, if you guys, hopefully you guys will be fine, but just if you want to take a break or whatever, you come here anytime you want. Don't let her say that. Hello, puny humans. See, Lord of Darkness, where'd you go? I told you we have an original Lord of Darkness here. She will be back. Well, I guess their plan is, I said, how long do you guys plan on living there? And she said, probably about a year. And, I'm hoping they can make it because they can save money. That would be a good thing if they can save money and they, then move out into their own place. Oh, that Lord of Darkness is a fake. Do you guys know each other? Lord of Darkness and Seraphim? What do you guys think? Has anybody in here had in-laws from hell? Put a 1 in the chat if you've had in-laws from hell. Oh, and just so you guys know, on October 5th, I'm going to be taking a tiny course in Patreon because I don't have SOSA. No, my son has SOSA. D, I did. I got my hair did. Have you not seen me since I got it done? Cinnamon, yeah. Cinnamon. I feel like I'm drinking alcohol. Maybe I'm just happy to talk to you guys. Yeah, so in-laws, I'm telling you guys, can make or break a relationship. Not really make a relationship, but in-laws can break your marriage up. Absolutely. If you have overbearing in-laws that come in between your business, it can cause a lot of problems. No, I had dead in-laws along with dead parents. My ex had it made. Oh, wow. Your ex. Wow. Cheers, Cinnamon. You guys, you got to try this. This stuff is amazing. So good. It's refreshing. Okay, so I didn't want to put the title. Thank you, Dee. I might end up taking it out. I'm trying to get used to it. Oh, they really like you? Well, what's not to like, Bebop? In-laws can break your relationship if your partner isn't strong enough to stand up for. Thank you. Exactly. And I used to ask my soon-to-be ex-husband, hey, good boy Wog. Cheers. Jamie, where have you been? No family together as far. Cheers, honey. It does not have vodka, Seraphim. Not yet. I have been busy, but watched your last live. That is available to watch. Thank you, Jamie. Patreon has a bad rap for several reasons. Subscribe Star is basically the same. It takes a lower percentage. It doesn't kick people off. Okay, so you're saying Subscribe Star is better than Patreon? Because you guys know, I've been wanting to find something a little more private, than YouTube. I'll write that down and look into it. Picker Leech, you're full of information. You always have good ideas. What's the point of drinking it? Seraphim, because it's refreshing. You guys go out and buy yourself some of this. It is so good, but you got to get the clementine and peach kind. I thought about drinking, but what's in the fridge? It doesn't sound good. It's your side of the family that's the problem. See, and Bebop, it's like for my soon-to-be ex, he had it made too, because I've explained to you guys all of my side of the family and how freaking dysfunctional they are. Now, earlier on, before I decided to kind of break ties with them, earlier on, yeah, it was probably pretty rough for him because I went through a lot of emotional stuff with my drug addict brother, my drug addict sister, my alcoholic mother. You know, I went through a lot of stuff with my side of the family. And he was there for some of that until I had my own children and I kind of veered away from my side of the family. But his mother, I'm telling you, that woman, her and her husband never held hands. They never kissed. They never were affectionate toward each other whatsoever. They didn't spend time together. Like, he stayed downstairs and watched sports. She went in her quilting room. That's what they did. They were not like a couple. It's like they just lived together. And then he ended up cheating on her, which me and my husband had to tell her because we found out. That was a nightmare. Anyway, so my point is I'm hoping my daughter just continues down this path, make sure she gets her education, keeps working full time. He does the same. And you have to have a guy that's going to stand up to his own family, his own parents, and say, "Butt the hell out. This is between me and my girlfriend or me and my wife. You know, you've stepped over the line. You've made her feel uncomfortable, and that makes me feel uncomfortable." You know, men need to start standing up a little bit more. It's not like that anymore, you guys. I don't know what's being raised out there these days. Lord have mercy. Oh, good, Picker. Okay, thank you, honey. I'll check it out. Vodka, drink it with whiskey. Scratch that. Just drink whiskey alone. What kind of whiskey? Lord of Darkness? How is mother-in-law? I don't know, Ivy. Gosh, see, you guys know so much. I share everything with you guys. I'm going to give you a new addiction. Not to mention you're drinking on a wine cup. Hey, I don't like my other cups, honey. My other glasses, I should say. So anyways, you know, my mind goes all over the place. Well, Lord of Darkness, I'm kind of afraid to drink whiskey because I drank McNaughton's when I was young. Has anyone had McNaughton's? Lord have mercy. I drank McNaughton's and I went to a C89 dance down in downtown Seattle. And I almost died of alcohol poisoning. So the smell of whiskey kind of makes me sick. My husband, soon to be ex, Ivy, says she's doing great there. I haven't been there. If you can handle it, vintage from Italy. Ooh, that's where my mom is from. Well, my ancestors. I know, Seraphin. Quit giving me a hard time. I like the way they feel. I like I just can't love so many YouTubes. I can barely afford bills. Animals can't even pay for food. Aw, Cinnamon. Hey, Avery's heart. Avery, she looks familiar. How are you? Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking on this, but this whole case, I didn't want to put the name of the case in the title because so many people do, and I really don't want to bring attention to the poor kids, you know, for the most part. But I've been reading up and listening and a lot of looking into the case a lot. You guys know what case I'm talking about, right? No, Lord. It's called Sophie, you know, it's the Sophie case where, hey, Sporting, Now I listened to some stuff. You're deep into it, Ivy. Yeah. I've gotten pretty deep into it too. And I don't care if you believe the mother or the father. What I believe is the children are abused no matter how you look at it. Because if you listen to that 911 call that Kelly made because her boyfriend Jake was telling her to hit him, and she was in the bathroom, I believe, or the bedroom, or I think it was the bathroom with the kids, right? But he had the baby in his arms, and he has weapons, on him in the house, in the car, whatever. Did anyone stop to think that maybe she's an abused woman? I mean, both the mother and the father should be put down. Well, here's the thing, Jamie. I think they're being abused by both parents, and I think some things may have happened, like the car chase, like Sophie was talking about, and the fighting and the yelling and the screaming and all of that. I think that absolutely happened. But I'm thinking maybe Michael didn't think that was enough to try to get custody of the kids, of Sophie. So he said, well, let's embellish a little bit. Let's make it seem, because I want to know. I'll tell you this. If I picked up my daughter and I thought she had just come from a hotel that four men, and I was a man, I mean, even me as a woman, and I thought four men had done something disgusting to her like that, you better believe I would be going after them. I wouldn't just leave it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make sense. Why did he not try to find out exactly who these men are? You watch, hey, Aquarium baby. Nice to see you, honey. You watch who a lot? There are so many that have gone public. There's one I cannot watch. I watched the car video way back when and felt it so odd that the dad did nothing. Yeah, why has he done nothing except, okay, bye, Seraphin. It was nice seeing you. Okay, so I want to know why the dad did nothing. And he decides to just, do you see all these things that he's giving her that people are sending, and he's videotaping it all, taking them to see the animals and bringing her kitties, and Sophie's the focus of everything. And don't get me wrong, I'm not disregarding Sophie's claims. Okay, definitely they should be looked into. Definitely. But it's a show at this point. I think it's all just a big show for him. It's, I don't even know. Is selling as to the highest. Exactly. Ivy, I agree. At this point, now that it's been publicized and people are aware of it, right? Why don't you just take it all down now? Now that it's out there, now that they're going to be going to court, all of this, why don't you just take it down? Avery, I have a question. Is there a reason why you can't say the names of the kids? Well, I can. I don't know. I don't like to, well, on my channel, definitely, I don't want my channel to be about sadness and hurt like that. Like, most people that come in here are people that come in here all the time, and we kind of talk about the same things, but I just don't like, because there's children involved, so I just don't like to say the names, if there's children involved. So, and plus, I think, a lot of social media is being watched also, I believe, because of the hypeness of it. Yeah, Take it all down at this point. Yeah, it is all over the news, but they watch social media, YouTube and all the different social media. Plus, when Googles herself in 10 years, we don't want her to see all these videos. Right. I think now that it's been put out there, I think now that everybody knows about it, everybody's fought for her, right? Why does he need to continue posting stuff, right? And I want to know about the freaking Amazon stuff too. Why is that the main focus? Why is all of this material things the main focus for him? Oh, no problem. Thanks for asking. I want people to feel like they can ask ask what they're wanting to know in here. So I want to know your guys' opinion. Do you believe that Kelly, the mother, took a knife, had a knife in her hand in that motel while 4 men were doing something to her daughter? Exactly, Aquarium baby. 600 batteries. What? Ivy? There was 600 Munchausen syndrome. I don't believe it either, Sporting. I don't believe a woman would. I mean, there are sick people out there. There are people that harm their children out there. Absolutely. I don't think so. And like I've been hearing all over, Sophie was an honor student. And I myself, as an abused child, as a child who was molested, as a child from an alcoholic parent, my father died when I was young. I was terrible in school. I was good in English, and that was it. See, you guys don't believe it. I do not believe that you can excel like that and focus and do those, do really good in school and be on the honor roll if you are so emotionally and mentally, your mind just can't focus, I think that the mother needs to stay away from these abusive men. I agree. Hey, Vicki, welcome. Michael Long hates Kelly. He wants to make her life hell, and he wants, right. And Ivy, I think that's where, yes, he may have thought, okay, you don't believe the child is lying. Hi, Mario. Yes, I agree. But Mario, do you believe the father, or do you believe the mother, or do you believe somewhere in between? I believe he embellished the story. I believe, yes, there was fighting, there was yelling, they may have even been physical with each other, the mother and her boyfriend. There may be alcohol around, there may be drugs around. I think maybe he didn't think that would be enough to say, oh, I guess they fight with each other or whatever. So I think he just decided, well, let's kind of add to this, to what's been going on. Hell no, what? You don't believe it? A child that was molested like this little girl claims does not act that way. This is too theatrical. Who was on 911? Oh, there's a little truth in all of it. I agree. Cinnamon, it was Kelly made a 911 call to the police because her and her boyfriend were fighting. Also, Michael Long is another narcissistic opportunist. He loves to hear himself talk. He loves steering the. And how many panels has he been on? What if both parents are wrong? Yeah, Mario, do you want to come up? Just if you can show me that it's you before I bring you on, I want to make sure we don't get any weirdos coming in here. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to put the link for you, honey. What if both parents are wrong? That's true. Yeah, Ivy, I agree with that. He is. I mean, he's been all over the place. Now, I don't think Kelly's completely innocent at all. In the dark, well, no one else will see you, but just let me see you real quick, okay? So I know that it's you. And then you can turn it back off, okay? Chris, how are you doing? No weirdos allowed. Jenny Angel, you're not a weirdo. Hold on. Okay. Copy. Paste. There we go. All right, honey. I just put the link in for you. There's a few what weirdos, Lord of Darkness. I don't know. I just think that it's such a sad thing that people, there was one case somebody posted, I couldn't finish watching it. It was where a stepmother, I believe, was smacking the kids in the head like they were crying or sitting on the floor or something. Lord of Darkness. Do you guys know which one I'm talking about? And she hauled off and smacked the little, I had to stop it right there. I could not watch it. It gave me the worst anxiety. Oh my gosh. You guys know who I'm talking about. Let's say Sophia suffered. Get her offline. Stop rewarding her with materialistic things. He is screwing her up, especially if she, exactly. I agree. Do you guys know the case I'm talking about? Anybody? Where the stepmom went off, hauled off and smacked the kid. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't handle that kind of crap. I cannot. Oh gosh, I just wanted to jump through the freaking video. Okay. Okay, let me see you real quick. I won't put you up, honey. I just can't see you. Oh, is that you? Hold on. Okay, you can turn it off. I think I see you. There you go.
It's me.
It's you. I know your voice. How are you?
I'm all right. So yeah, I've kind of been following this case, and as much as I hated Critical K during the whole Watts thing, she's
Right.
been spot on with this. And I wasn't even following it on YouTube as much as I was following it just through like different bloggers, because I
Right.
knew how YouTubers would be with it. And it didn't even go national. That was the other thing. It was just pretty much viral in Texas. And then,
Right.
then of course, you know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So so I might have been pulled in with that first episode, but what really did it for me was the door cam, like the when the police officers came about the CPS, well check or whatever, after Jake got he was tested for what, marijuana or something.
Right.
That kind of,
And cocaine, that one?
yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of did it for me.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of was like, because sure, the mom has made horrible mistakes and probably obviously does a horrible job of picking men, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you had that compounded. And do you know why that whole transfer took place? Because he had just lost. He actually lost custody. He was getting his rate taken away, and he needed to come up with a new plan, like literally.
Right.
And and the first, who was it? The first judge that knows it so well went on
Mm-hmm.
vacation. So to err on the side of caution is how he got those kids. If it
Right.
was the other judge that knew the whole scenario, yeah, it wouldn't be like that.
So sorry to interrupt you. I heard people saying that the judge took off because they were being threatened, death threats and stuff.
Okay, so that was, no, that was more that was more like the amicus attorney. They say, oh, she got kicked off. No, she did her duty and she was done. She wrote the
Oh,
report, but she is getting death threats as well.
okay.
Remember, they were saying Kelly was being arrested. What was really happening was she was in police protective because people were coming to her house and
Okay.
threatening her life.
Yeah.
So they go from hotel to a hotel room. And I do have a little insight. I'm not even going to go, like, because I won't even, but I do know a little bit about this case, just a tiny.
Oh,
And like you said, like that woman has made some horrible choices in men, clearly.
hmm.
Um, do I think that this girl has been essayed every which way possible with 4 men? And no, I don't believe any of that.
And her mom with a knife.
Her mom with a knife. Wait, the best was it was just so sad to me. What, because this is going to affect, and somebody says that they're trying to put a petition together somehow because she's 10 now. Of course, a 10-year-old can go online and see whatever, but she'll
Right.
be a teenager one day when all this is over with. Like, there has to be some sort of law. I know the judge initially, and it still is in order. He might not say it's an order, but it is, that her face should not appear anywhere. Um, yeah,
Mhm.
but we're trying to get a petition around that once this is over, every image of Sophie needs to be taken down.
Yes. Like, this is awful.
Yeah, and that girl Annie, 10 to
Tend to
Life,
life. Mm-hmm.
she is actually doubling down. Why am I don't know why I just did that. That's weird.
What?
Um
I didn't see anything.
I thought I was like echoing for a second.
No, you
She's
sound good here.
totally doubling down now. She's like, oh, there's new evidence from an examination in September, but won't let Mike have it. Okay, that's bullshit. If you're a legal guardian, you can get your kids' medical records. Like,
Right.
anybody would know that. Um, and that's also a form of abuse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting your kids tested each way possible 4 or 5 times. I mean, that's
Now, is
invasive.
it true? I heard 17 times.
Yeah, there's different numbers, but in the last 3 months, now I don't know if they're going back all the way to
Mm-hmm.
2017 when,
Mm-hmm.
it started happening, and it could be 17, but I'm just talking like in the last few months,
Okay.
you know,
Did
and
you
they're
hear
not,
17 too, though?
I did hear that number, but I think that might dates back to 2017 because this is
Okay.
how it started.
So
It
it's
all
been going
started.
on like 5 years, right? Between these two?
Yes. So what happened was, and it was really interesting, and I did read a lot of those documents.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Yeah, I'm interested what you have to
act,
say because you're involved in,
yeah.
I mean,
So
everyone knows.
actually, we're such dorks. One of my former coworkers this afternoon, we were like, just like in a Zoom call, and we were
Yeah.
just like going over it because it's really, you don't get a lot of these, like, well, you do get some, but he is like totally defiant. Like, he definitely, is mentally ill. Um, and we just like, his stories just get more grandiose. Like,
Yes.
kind of like, I mean, it was somebody I saw in chat said Munchausen's by proxy, but I wouldn't say that. It's more that he's kind of like in a cult, and he's putting it in this kid's brain since I think she was 5 years old.
Right.
Because don't forget, the first person was Kelly's father, and it was when he was divorcing her and said, can you write me an affidavit saying that your daughter is is like this horrible person and does drugs and blah blah blah. And he's like, no. And then all of a sudden he's saying that he's sexually SA, her, the
The
grandfather.
grandpa?
Yes.
Oh my
Then
gosh.
wait. You know the song that
Oh my gosh. Can I just stop
Sophie
you real quick?
sings?
Avery, you are so pretty. Look at Avery's picture. Sorry,
I'm
I had to
sorry.
interrupt. She's so pretty. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, so do you remember that song that Sophie was singing about, I don't know, to her father, and she supposedly wrote it for her father?
Yes, yes, yes.
It wasn't for him. It was for that same grandfather died,
Oh
and she
my
sang it
gosh.
at his funeral.
Uh,
Like it just so, and the
the
10,
miss you song, Ivy says.
yes, and the 10 to life. Guess what? She made it into the court documents too.
That's what Ivy was saying, that she's going to get
Yes,
reprimanded.
she is, because you can't take recordings from an official and
Hmm.
just play them.
How did she get them?
Okay, so this is it. This is how like slimy they are. They put this device on Sophie. I don't even, you know what? I don't even like saying her name really.
I know. I
SL,
don't either. That's why.
SL, SL,
Mhm.
um, phone. Now I know, like when my kids were a little younger, I was able to trace them, but
Mhm.
they put some sort of device, and she kind of had to backtrack. What's her name? Courtney. Is that her
Mhm.
name? Right. Um,
The stepmom,
because
yeah.
she's the one who said, yeah, I did that, just to know. I didn't realize that it just, records at will. What? Like what she was saying made no sense. And that's how come, they got that recording,
Mhm.
you know. So if you think about it, right? ML, like the GoFundMe, that's under
Right.
Courtney. So ML won't, it'll be on her shoulders. Like you,
Isn't everything is I'm hearing like
yes,
everything
yes,
is under her.
yes, for a reason. Yes, yes, yes,
There's and
yes.
doesn't he have Mary, doesn't I'm trying to remember what I heard, something that he's had some blog that where he was talking about like
Yes.
really weird,
Yeah, you
creepy
can go
stuff.
and look for it. I forget. I would have to send it to you, because I've read some of it, and it's
Yeah.
really disturbing.
Like something about angels, something weird. I can't even remember. Does anyone remember what I'm talking about? This guy, I mean,
Like, and he's also willing to take the kids like out of country where there's no extradition. My friend found that today. She was like, "Oh my gosh." Um, yeah. I mean, the only thing I think is horrible about how it all came out, from Without a Crystal Ball, is that Kelly should have been made aware of, and I guess she wasn't, that this was public record,
mhm.
to give her some time, you know. Um,
So, what do you think? What if she took all that GoFundMe money and ran? Vicky says. What if she
uh,
took all the
I'm
GoFundMe
hoping
money
to
and?
God that, like, I mean, I said this a couple of weeks ago, like, why isn't now? So Sophie, oh, sorry, S has two attorneys that is just for her now. So I'm hoping that they put in a motion to freeze that account. But I also heard that Courtney has been pilfering it, for different things. So I
That's what I
don't
was
know.
just looking at. Something I thought I saw that they did something.
Yes, yes,
Urgent fraud alert issued for Stand With S GoFundMe page.
yeah, I'm
So the
sure.
law
Right.
firm has announced a fraud alert
Yes,
for it.
that's
Yeah.
Kelly's lawyer, because
Mm-hmm.
she wants it frozen, because it's outlandish. I mean, so think about it, and people are like, well, Sophie's S and the two boys are so happy there. Who wouldn't be happy on a freaking farm? They don't go to school. I don't know. She gets a donkey, for a birthday party. She gets
Kitten. She's getting all this
a
stuff from
really expensive.
Amazon.
Let's say how expensive that cat is, because that cat is expensive. That I know.
So take all that stuff away. Say if the GoFundMe thing gets frozen, right? And
Right.
the Amazon somehow they get that shut down.
Right.
Then do you think he's still going to be out there trying to? I mean, I'm sure people will still send PayPal. He's got
Bella, you
PayPal and
don't
Cash
understand.
App and all
He
this
probably
crap.
has more money in PayPal than that
Mhm.
200 and something thousand. It's probably double. He probably has over
Oh my gosh.
$400,000.
But for what though? Like what does he need all of these
Oh
things
my gosh.
for?
And she was on, they were both on some live, and I forget what it was. I don't know if it was Annie Lee's or Dad. What's his name? I don't even know his name.
Oh yeah, Dad. Not Dad. It's not Dad with the phone. It's Dad.
No,
I
podcast,
know.
whatever.
Yeah, I know who
I
you're talking
forget
about.
which live it was, but Courtney, she was like dry begging. Okay, first of all, were like, so are the kids in school? Oh no, we're getting there next week, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know, but my 11th grader, she's been doing virtual learning for
Right.
a month, you know? So
Wait.
what?
Okay, I'm sorry. Ivy says he's selling t-shirts, but he's selling FaceTime chats with Sophie.
That
So
is,
he's letting
oh my
people pay to chat
God.
with her.
Wait, Ivy Lynn, is there any way to, where did you get that from?
Oh my gosh. It was on 10 to Life, she said.
Okay, I'm going to look at it.
How many predators are going to try to do
Well,
that?
that's the thing. So what else came out is that girl Tia. I never saw her, but
Bebop, exactly.
it came out that she is like, she does porn, and she spent a half an hour all by herself with her.
Who does?
This girl Tia, I don't even know.
Is she a YouTuber?
Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't know her. I don't know her. I wouldn't
Right.
even know how to look her up.
Hi, Pretty Blues.
But
Oh
somebody
my.
did look her up, and she used to be on Pornhub and everything. Like so in the court order, they want to make it sound like this court order does not exist, and that is 100% wrong. No men are supposed to be around her. No strangers are supposed to be around her. Obviously, her face isn't supposed to be all over. And he's just ignoring every court order. And so I kind of got like scared because that 25,000 group Facebook was taken down. And I was like, oh my God, because it came out with the documents. And I'm like, God, what if he like pulls a Stephen Powell or something,
Yeah, Steven. Okay, honey. We're just talking about the case. I understand. Hey, Sue, soul sister. Well, here's the thing. Why are you gonna sell FaceTime chats with your daughter to strangers?
That's disgusting. And she's not supposed to be talking to strangers. It's in the court order.
How's he gonna get busted? I
I
get
don't
it.
understand. I think they're just waiting because, as I said, 10 to Life, now she's made it into court documents, Yeah, it's awful.
So, okay. So Kelly, did you hear that 911 call that Kelly made?
Which one? With the boyfriend?
When her and her kids were in the bathroom or whatever.
Yes. So
okay.
Yes, exactly.
And you heard her saying she was afraid of Jake, right? Jake was trying to get her to hit him. Could it be possible? And it doesn't excuse anything, but she could be in a very abusive relationship.
And I wouldn't doubt that for 1 second, but she's the breadwinner. Like that guy is a nothing. And it's a shame because she has a real job. She works hard. She doesn't get child support from, ML. All her kids were in extracurricular activities.
Right.
Um,
Honor
like
roll, honors.
honor roll. Yeah, you were saying that, Bella. Like if
Mhm.
you're like when I was going through what I went through, like the last year of my marriage, I mean,
Mhm.
my oldest saw a lot. And I didn't think she did because it was in the middle of the night. But she was falling asleep in class and her grades were going down because of it, you know?
That's what
And
it does to a child.
exactly. So for her grades to be as they are. And then
Mhm.
did you hear on the Zoom call with S and ML?
Mhm.
Um, and she actually whispered, "Are you screen recording this?"
Yes.
What 9-year-old would know what screen record is?
Yes, exactly. She did. And then there was also something, hold on. I guess I can just say it now because it's Mary O's who's soul sister. I was just typing it. Sorry. She
Hey,
has to
sweet
move on
soul sister.
now. Did you? And then where did I hear this? I was thinking it might have been on Critical K or somebody else I was watching, but I was thinking it at the time when I heard S say it to her dad. Oh, I wore this outfit just for you. Do you remember hearing her say the overalls?
Yes. Yes.
And just the way she said it, I mean, how do we know he's not doing something to her? We don't know.
And I just want to know, and like, okay, I don't know if it was the lighting that he did it on purpose or he edited that. We don't know if he actually edited that Zoom call. You know that, right? We don't know that, like how he, edited or whatever.
Right.
She supposedly had two black eyes that night, but the next day she didn't.
That's right. Yes. You're Baby Blues. Yes, honey. It is her. It is Mary O that you had to fall out with MGL.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I don't like to
Um,
talk about it.
oh, I'd love to talk about that. No, I'm just kidding. You have suspicion.
In private, I would.
Okay. Yeah.
I,
Because
I
I
wouldn't
mean,
do it.
I've had
Uh-uh.
issues with her for, I mean, I've
Yeah,
left her
I don't
alone,
feel
but
comfortable. I have,
yeah,
I mean, in private, I will, but I will
I
never
get
be
it.
with her. And I've never dragged her
I
on
know
YouTube.
I always thought that Mary O is a fighter for her. Like always, I saw you
Yeah,
everywhere.
I
Um,
know. I know.
Ivy, yes, I've had suspicions too. There's something weird about their relationship, and I'm sorry, being a woman from someone who has experienced, unfortunately, that type of trauma as a child, it's like, Mary, I don't know if you did or other
Yes,
people in
I
your
did. Yeah. That's
experience that
why I'm a social worker.
you can kind of set, you can kind of, especially if you're an empath too, if you
Yeah.
can, a lot of people say they're empaths and they're not, but seriously, um, you can, you can almost feel it just from watching how two people, a man and their child, or it could be a woman and their child, but in this case, a man interacts with each other. Something I feel is not right between those two.
Well, after that Zoom call, and while, S is trying to convey that there's four men doing horrific stuff to her, like if I was the father, I would be like, I need to talk to somebody right now. But
Hmm.
nothing happened. They just
Wouldn't you have gone straight to the police department
exactly,
and said,
exactly.
my daughter just said these
That
four
that she
men
was gang banged. Like, come
did this to
on.
her, and her mother held a knife to her? Like, you're just gonna go home? It doesn't make
Like
sense.
it was just getting more grandiose. Like because of the pressure that he was feeling, I think that
I
he
hope this
had to make
man
that
gets
in.
take if none of the if this isn't happening, which I hope to God it's not. If none of that happened to her, I
No,
hope to God this
no.
man does jail time.
I mean, she's gone through. Could you imagine that this kid has gone through so many? And when a kid gets examined, it's like forensically. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, it's not very comfortable, especially for a 9-year-old,
Right.
and to have to get it redone and redone and redone. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't say that it's Munchausen's by proxy, only because this is a you're talking to a mentally unstable guy
Mm-hmm.
who, is in a different atmosphere. Um, I just think he's getting desperate.
Desperate. Do you think it's do you think because he sees everything that's coming in do you
Well,
think it's the attention
I
and
did get,
everything?
yeah, I did get concerned yesterday when that huge Facebook page was taken down. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh my God. Like I said, I thought of, the Powells and what he did with his 2 kids.
Right.
So I don't know how he's going to react when the court, reconvenes and 10 to life saying this is old, this is old, this is old. It's not old. It just wasn't struck from the record. He wanted
Right.
it struck from the record and they didn't strike it from the record. So it is part, it's all evidence.
So there are still a bunch of Facebook groups up.
Yeah, so he did make another one, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure which one it
What's this
is.
one? Right. What's this
Um,
one?
is it Stand with Sophie? Here, let me look it up. I'll tell you.
You what?
I'm gonna look it up and tell you what it is.
Yeah. Now about the drugs in his son's,
Jake's.
yes.
Okay.
Right. Sporting. Why marijuana? Hey, coffee. I just heard an echo.
Okay. So that's another like kind of falsehood, not falsehood, because
Hold
it
on.
did
Something's
happen.
echoing really bad. Sorry. I didn't go into anything. Did you turn on something
Uh,
else?
I can you hear it now?
No. Okay.
Okay,
Um,
my bad. I was trying to find the group. So as far as that went, they didn't find anything. What they found was bits and traces of pot
mhm,
or cocaine where he could have gotten it from a counter. Say he put a cookie on the counter and then
mhm.
ate it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like that levels. Oh, and the cookie story, the sugar cookie story from Courtney was the most
Right.
disgusting thing I ever heard because that was such a lie.
Okay, tell
Uh,
me it. I don't think you have to refresh my memory. I don't remember the cookie
this
story.
was with the 10 to live girl. And I
Mhm.
cannot believe how old is that girl? Like mid-20s.
Yeah.
And do you know that not the first video she did, it said 72, the last
Not
72 hours.
again.
Did you realize it was like a paying event? People had to pay for it initially, and it was sponsored by, I guess, ML's lawyer or something. And then she got super chats. Oh my God, she made so much money that.
The 10 to life gal?
Yes. I mean, you can see it now, but when she was first premiering it, she wanted people to pay, and they did. There was like, I didn't, but there was like 8,000 people in there.
Pay for what? The
Remember,
story?
okay, if you go back, no, if you go
I'm
back
vaping. Sorry.
in her videos, there'll be one that says uh the last 72-hour update.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Thank you, coffee.
she did it as a premiere, but she made like people pay for it.
Wow. Well, and that's again why I don't title my videos like with the Watts case. I maybe did 2 where I briefly talked about something, but hi Angel Eyes. I just don't want I never want to be one of those channels that and they, some people are really good at it and they do it in a respectful way. I'm just saying I wouldn't feel comfortable.
Ivy Lynn, what did Will say that Annie said that was a mistake?
Oh, about the charging money, maybe? Wait. No, Ivy, I'm going to, yes. I don't know why I had stopped doing members, but I couldn't figure out on YouTube how to take it all down. So Coffee just joined. I'm probably going to do members again anyway, so that's fine.
So the cookie one was so outlandish coming from Courtney. She's like, oh yeah, let me just tell you this one story we had when S was 6 years old when she said this story. They were over at the house, I guess. They all live with Courtney's parents in a mobile home.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, and she said it so flippantly, kind of like with a smirk on her face. It just was like unsettling to even listen to. And she's like, oh yeah, Mike, remember that time with the sugar cookies, the ones the kids really like, and asked for one, and then she's like, can I have another one to put in my vagina?
What? Who,
Yeah.
Sophie or S said that?
Yes.
No way. And
that's what Courtney's saying.
And the Courtney was relaying
at 6 years old.
No way.
So
well,
this grooming has been going on for 6 years. So that whole thing with the lawyer, he did not. That's why he did that video, that viral video, because his parental rights were going to be like cut off. And he did that outlandish video. And it was just by coincidence, the judge that signed off on it, he was just leaving on vacation too.
So he was already leaving. It wasn't that he just
but
that he left
Rachel
because he was getting death threats.
No, but Rachel Lee, she was done with her job, but she also was getting death threats. The police officers were getting death threats. Like, there's a lot of people involved getting, like, because there's two major, I guess, groups. What is it called? Stand with Children, Stand for Children, and
Stand with S. Stand.
No. It's a huge organization.
Okay.
That he always hashtags. So, and that guy got out of it pretty quick.
What's that huge one we always hear about? Yes, and people were accusing that.
Save the Children. Save the Children.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
And then another big one that I never heard about. I actually had to ask somebody about it, and that's kind of like not. They're more like how can I say it? Vigilantes.
Right.
So, yeah.
So, Mary, let me ask you this. So, somebody who works for the system, CPS system, do you think, would it have been, here's my thought. If I was involved in the case and I didn't know what was going on between him or her, who to believe, we didn't know all the evidence, like, I probably would have just said, let's put these kids somewhere else for the meantime.
Okay, so the problem with that was, remember I said ML got all of his parental rights knocked off.
Right.
But Kelly also agreed that she wouldn't, even though Jake is like her baby's father, she had agreed that, because there is a judgment saying S isn't supposed to be around men she doesn't know. Actually, no, I don't know if it's no men at all or whatever. Men she doesn't know. She's not supposed to be talking to strangers like she is on, line.
Right.
And Kelly was willing to do that. So
Mhm.
Jake wasn't going to live there.
Right.
So, I mean, so they're saying, yeah, put them in a totally different place. But Kelly had already said, yes, I won't have, anybody at my house.
Didn't she go out to his parents' house or something? Didn't she
Uh,
move out to Jake's parents' house? Or he said,
with,
yeah, you can go out there. We won't, but
yeah, but separated.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
how long was she out there for?
I don't know the time frame of it because,
Mhm.
he started panicking and
Good night, sweetie.
and so he started panicking and he knew he would have to take um S back. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the outlandish comments started, getting more outlandish.
So I was
So
gonna, so the
October
drug test
2nd
though,
is the next court date. So I mean that's I
October
think
2nd?
yes, so that's like very critical and it's
Yeah.
very like volatile to say the least. So I'm really afraid for the kids for that day because I mean, as court records say, like he's like out there. Like, yeah, he's out
So
there.
why did they not drug test him?
They did
I think
well,
they should drug test the
they
parents.
okay, so this is what happened with him. They were going to take a hair follicle, but he
Mhm.
shaved his head.
Right.
And so I don't know how they got the drug, but they have found drugs on him. It's not like they haven't. And
Cocaine,
actually, his
possibly.
girlfriend is like throwing him under the bus. Like, oh yeah, he smokes pot. Well, pot's not legal in Texas.
Oh, yeah. See, to me, pot's not a big deal, but
No, no, no.
like,
But if it's illegal, it
right, if
is.
it's illegal, then you can get in
It
trouble
is
for it. But
exactly.
it's the cocaine. Like,
Yeah, so there's cocaine. I'm not sure about those reports. I haven't seen
mhm.
those. I haven't gone over all 1,200 pages. God, I feel like it's, the Watts case, you know, cut in
Bye,
half.
Avery's heart. Thanks for stopping in, honey. Um, Sophie's mom lives in a good environment. You can see her home. That's when the cam you're talking about.
Exactly. The brick
That's when
house.
I changed my thoughts on the whole thing too, is when I saw the police. The police were very good to her and kind to her. And I was a little questionable when she didn't want to hand over her ID. I was like, that's kind of weird.
But
And I thought the
she
same
was
thing.
already effed over so many times
Right.
with so many, so many cases that were closed. I mean, wouldn't you
And to
be
me, it
like
just seemed like
skeptical?
she was just kind of fed up. It wasn't that she was hiding anything. It's just she probably feels defeated, you
Right,
know?
right, right.
But she
Uh,
looked clean. Her place seemed clean. Like she
exactly.
was very, what's the word when you
She
do
has a
what you're
good
supposed to?
job, or she did have a good job in human resources. Like, I mean, she has a degree. Um,
Mhm.
she's the one that did most of the work, you know.
He
Y-
won't do anything. The
No,
court
and
says no drug tests.
he
It's like,
hasn't paid her a penny in years.
right. And he's sitting here collecting all this cash.
Hmm.
Ivy wants to know, do you have the 1,200 pages?
Um, my friend actually has it. I just don't have I only have an iPad here because my kids took all my computers when they left.
Mary,
Except
did you used to be a moderator for Mary Marlowe?
hell no.
Okay, no,
Oh
Avery, she
God.
said no.
My you know who my I used to mod for. Um yeah, no, no, no. But
Mary Marlowe,
my
don't
friend
even
has
get me
all
started.
1,200. She like got, she yeah.
Yeah,
But my daughter, I can't use my youngest daughter's computer because she does virtual learning, and God forbid I do anything on that. And
right.
and then
What do you think is going to happen on? Oh, you're fine, Avery. No, no big deal. What do you think is going to happen in court? Like, just from your professional, stance.
Well,
Like,
after seeing like everything and what they have to address, it's really going to center around. I mean, I don't even. I'm pretty sure they already struck out the stupid 4 men, gang bang,
mhm,
gang rape. That
mhm,
was pretty struck quickly. So I think October 2nd is going to be about all the court orders that ML has like not kept his end of the bargain to, you know?
mhm.
And at that point, I mean, she's going to get them back. She's
Do you
had them. She's been their primary caregiver.
Yep, done everything
Okay.
raising them by
And
herself.
yeah, and was like, okay, Jake doesn't have to live here. Like, she was okay with all that.
Kick him to the curb. He sounds
Right.
like he's abusive, at least emotionally and mentally, anyways. Get
Right.
him out,
Right.
you know. And I'm sure if it means you can keep your kids, I mean, there should be no question about that,
I
right?
mean, I think it was really low. Well, do you know this story about Kelly's dad
What?
in the beginning of the divorce? Michael went to him and was like, "Can you help me out?" I guess I guess their relationship was a little strained, like Kelly's and her father's.
Right.
And so Mike went to him and was like, "Can you sign this contract that you would help me gain full custody of the kids, and in return you'll be able to see the kids whenever you want?" And grandfather was like, no. And then that's when the claims of SA came about.
And what kind of guy would even ask somebody's parent to do that?
Yeah.
Your own parent, fine, but
So I mean, that's how that claim started. And don't forget there's other claims. Who was it? Oh, was it the boyfriend's brother also? God, there's so many people that have
right.
done this to her. I mean, come on now.
And
She's been to the hospital a million times. The last time was, they wanted to make it out to be something. It
mhm.
really wasn't. It was like it
Wasn't it
wasn't
like an
her.
infection, like not a
It
bladder,
was
some
like
kind of,
some kind of
or did someone say yeast infection or something? I can't
I don't
remember
even know
something.
if it was if it was that severe. I think it was she wasn't hydrated. No, it wasn't. They wanted to make it sound like,
Mhm.
that because I mean that is one sign of sexual abuse. If you get like a lot of UTIs,
Mhm.
that is like, so I'm sure they tried to make it sound like that. But no, I think it was more to do with like her stress, and she was dehydrated.
Now the
Like,
eye thing, you were talking about the eye thing. So I remember hearing, so when they put her on camera and it showed that her eyes were dark. Okay, I didn't see black eyes, but
I saw
they were
that maybe the kid didn't sleep. That's what I
right.
saw.
And then the next time, I guess they were just completely fine. Like there was nothing wrong with her eyes. The
Right.
next time she was on camera, that's what someone was saying. But I didn't notice. I looked for anything wrong with her eyes. I mean, the poor girl, like, God forbid if any of this stuff did happen to her. It's, I just
I'll
can't
tell
even
you one thing.
fathom.
She would be sitting in a fetal position,
Mhm.
okay? And not be so, you know what? Not be so outgoing and like, you know, she doesn't have a care in the world now. You know what I'm saying?
Even
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
haven't gone to therapy. They haven't started school. So of course, these kids love it there. They have free range.
Look at all that money he's getting. The first thing I'd be doing is
Oh
getting
my
my child
God. I
therapy.
mean, a
All of them.
birthday party with a donkey involved. What the hell?
All of them. Therapy. First
Eh,
thing. That's what they need.
yeah,
What?
and
Oh, God, he's
I
just
don't understand why somebody hasn't stepped in and froze that GoFundMe account. And then also his PayPal.
Right. Ivy, do you know anything about that? Has anyone, I heard people were trying to get that frozen. Has it not happened? Like,
I have heard that people are trying to get refunds from the PayPal. I know.
but some people are just going strong, pushing it too, you know?
Yeah.
How do people not see? I don't believe.
Yeah, they're like pretty much you can't say anything against it.
Because people are like, oh, how could you say that about? We're not saying it about the daughter. I think
No, I
she's
think the daughter
abused.
believes it because she's been told it for so many years. This is ingrained in her since she was 6.
And it's
She's
your
10.
daddy telling you, like, you love your daddy. You listen to everything your daddy says. You know, he's gonna say things, and just little by little, he's had all this time to implant this in her head. And just little comments he could say could be making her believe it, you
I
know?
would agree with Ivy Lynn about that. I would agree with that.
Going to foster care for a while.
Go to foster care, start therapy, maybe have the mother go to
Yeah.
therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rid of the boyfriend.
Get rid of the boyfriend. Yeah, it just has become, and yeah, I feel bad for this girl when she grows up and sees social media. Like social media is already destroyed for this kid.
I don't understand if it's a father who loves his child so much. I understand. Okay, you might come on and share your story, but to put her on there and videotape everything and ask her questions on there, and that is somebody, I believe it's all, he wants all this attention for himself.
Forget the attention. He wanted the money.
Well, the money and the attention. Like, he loves going on these people's panels talking, and he just, how can you sit there with a big grin and laugh and and have a good time when you're discussing what happened to your daughter? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
he's smiling, all happy. I would be a nervous wreck if this stuff happened to my child, you know? I don't get it. So did you hear about that other case? The one where that stepmom was like, did you see the videos? I couldn't finish watching it.
No.
The kids were sitting on the floor. She just hauled off, and
Oh yeah.
did you see that? I couldn't watch it. What happened after that? I didn't see it.
You know what? My daughter told me about it. I didn't actually see it, and actually I haven't opened it up, the link.
I cannot watch it. I got anxiety really bad. I just can't watch a child being hit like that.
Yeah.
It was so sad. They're just sitting on the floor, and the little girl looked up and said something to her, and the mom was like screaming and just hauled off and smacked her right in the side of the face. And I'm like,
God.
And that little kid just looks at her like, what? What are you doing? It breaks my heart, Mary. I can't.
Yeah.
I just want to rescue all these kids.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. I can't handle it. And then I had seen another part accidentally because I was scrolling on something, and I hit play on something, and it was, I think, the same woman outside with the children, and she was saying something like they're gonna have to sleep out there or something. I just can't watch it, but I want to know what happened. He has nothing. He doesn't even have a car.
He doesn't have a freaking car. He doesn't have a license. Oh my gosh.
I'll tell you guys. Tell you guys the one. Go ahead.
Wait, have you ever seen pictures from a few years ago with Courtney and how she looks now?
No.
Oh my God. Like, people are pretty much saying she is taking some sort of like meth or something.
Isn't she like really, really thin and stuff?
Oh my God, beyond. But she wasn't like that.
She wasn't before?
Like a 2-year-old.
What if they're using all this money for
drugs?
That?
Exactly.
Yeah, what if
that's what people are saying? Like, yeah. I mean, that money should be put in a trust for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely it should be. What's this one? Did you go into Laura's live tonight for the dragging?
Yeah, I did.
So did
Just
I.
just
It
for a little
wasn't too
while.
bad.
No, that girl, what's her name? ATX. She didn't even know how to do a dragging.
Yeah, ATX. You know
And
who
then
I
Mr.
think?
Positive, that was the worst. If you had to say which one was the worst, that would have had to have been the worst.
Are they still dragging?
Oh, I don't know.
No, I think they're done. Republican Ash
I
and
could
makeup
tell
monsters up
when
there.
Sarah Smiles was like
Oh, that was good.
going after it. I'm like, I don't even want to be this chat during this time.
Hey, but I think you've done really well. You don't even talk about it, you know?
No, I don't. And you know what? That night, did you hear her on Diane's what she was saying?
Now,
About,
when you were
about
up on
having
panel,
yeah, when I was on panel.
yes. Oh,
About me
Mary,
having
I
an empty
listened to.
refrigerator. You never tell a social worker that they have an empty refrigerator, because that's the first thing we look at when we go into a house. And people are like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? It is a big deal. Kids are taken away for that.
Exactly.
Like, people didn't understand why I was so upset.
Oh, I knew why. Because that's exactly, you can get your kids taken away if you're not feeding them. Like, if you don't have enough food.
And I mean, it wouldn't have been proven true, but I'm a social license. They could have suspended my the ramifications. Come on, some weirdo could have been just lurking.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they would have come and found an empty refrigerator, although it probably was almost empty because I had just taken my kids to college that day, and I
Right.
think they raided my whole refrigerator before they left.
But you weren't saying it was empty, like you didn't have money to pay. That's different. I mean, you can go
Absolutely
to my
not.
refrigerator sometimes and
The
it's
only
bare
thing I said
necessities,
was, oh, if
because I have to go
I'm
shopping.
drawn from
Yeah.
Patreons and memberships, I'm going to save a lot of money, and I'm not working right now. And what she was trying to get at was, and what that barnyard, did you hear that barnyard? She's a piece of shit.
Yes.
Piece
Cinnamon,
of
this is Mary O,
shit.
honey.
Piece of shit. So when she was trying to spin the narrative that
Yeah.
you really don't want me to tell, I'm like, what? I'm like, because the worst thing was because my three little ones are only 15 months apart, so
Right.
they've been like triplets, literally. So
Right.
I knew Hannah, who has learning issues to begin with. She was going to have a tough time, and sure enough, she had severe panic attacks. That's what Barnyard really wanted to get to tell
Yeah.
people that. And about my income, and the only thing I ever said was my unemployment hasn't come in yet,
Right.
and it wasn't even oh wait, the only other thing that I thought about, what was she holding over my head besides Hannah having a panic attack? I think I said I had to break a CD. That's what I
Right.
said. I never said
And
I didn't know where my next penny was coming
and
from.
that's a big difference. That's just like saying, oh, I'm gonna have to take money out of savings, or who cares? Like,
Yeah, it wasn't like I didn't have a penny to my name, which that's what they wanted to. But then everybody in chat was like, oh my God, Mary O has never talked about money ever.
right. The whole thing was, I don't care what said, and I'm not gonna say much on this. I'm gonna say this though. She was pissed that you super chatted somebody else, and it was somebody that
Yeah.
somebody who is just as popular as her or whatever. And I think what it is she is very territorial with people.
Right.
And if you were her ride or die. I mean, you were right there always for her. And I think no matter what she says, she does get jealous. No matter
Mhm.
what she says, she gets jealous, she gets territorial,
Mhm.
and if she feels any kind of a threat, I mean, you can see it, how she acts. I mean, it was nothing that you did that made her act that way. And she can never take accountability for
No,
well, you blocked
it was
me.
more
You
to
kept
do with the
saying
fact
after
that
you
I
blocked
didn't like
me.
people talk, my friends who I thought were my friends, talking about me and like, oh
Yep.
my God, where is she going to? Blah, blah, blah. And who is she super chatting? It just
Yeah.
was like very invasive. Like, what? And
Right.
then her calling me up, would you like to know what people are talking about you? What friend does that?
Right. Why would she even? And then she's so manipulative. Well, I just thought, I'd want to know if someone was saying something about me. No, she wanted to upset you.
Right. Right.
She wanted you to know people were upsetting. So
And it
then
was
she could
funny.
be there to,
And then the next day she totally then, did you hear her the next day?
refresh my
Oh,
memory. I
oh
might
my
have.
God, it was awful. She
Wait.
doubled down on what she said. She's like, oh, and by the way, Mary, why don't you talk about where I got Frankie Ruzik's picture from? I'm like, what are you talking about? And she was trying to say I had the pick
Right.
of Frankie. It was
Right.
actually from Critical K. It wasn't.
Oh, that's
I
where she
never
got it.
saw it. I never saw it. And for some reason, she always thought that I was the anonymous source. And I said, no, I did have some inside knowledge because my mom grew up with Sandra's cousin.
Right.
And he would post a lot on Facebook. So I knew what Frankie was going through. And I
Right.
know he was coming on at MGL hard at the time. So I just said to her, look, these are the problems he's having right now. So maybe like chill
Layoff.
out.
Yeah.
And like that's the only thing I ever had to do with that. That's it. Like,
And that should tell you something right there. I don't care what issues she had with him. Think about what he was going through. But she had to just go make videos and bashing him, calling him
yeah,
out
I
being a
literally
drug
said,
addict.
look,
Leave him
look,
alone.
MGL,
God.
like, he's going through X, Y, and Z. And yeah, so she wanted to blame that on me. Oh my God.
Of
And then
course.
it was just ridiculous what they were. And Barnyard, I swear to God, she
You
is the lowest piece of shit ever.
Isn't she the one who was saying the whole thing about the refrigerator? She's the one
Yes.
who was
Yeah.
the
And then it
catalyst for
changed
all this?
twice. It changed twice.
Yeah.
First, she heard it from somebody else. And I was going into a lot of chats and saying it and saying it. I'm like, well, that's definitely not true.
You have every right to defend yourself. Like, I
Well,
mean, friends don't do that. And
yeah.
there's,
And I was hurt because, I mean, I've been to her house 3, 4 times.
mhm.
Um, yeah, like
And then she had to keep pointing out how you fell down,
I
you
did
know?
fall down. I was texting my daughter and she had this one step I forgot about. Totally
Mhm.
fell down her steps. And then I got up and I was like, oh, this is not gonna be pretty. I'm like, okay, I gotta go get a drink ASAP before it starts, before the
That's not going to
pain
be pretty. I
starts
got to
to
go
go.
get a drink. But
Yeah.
still, like, why did she even have, I mean, why does it have to be pointed
I
out?
don't
And
know. I mean, I didn't, if we were cool, sure, I would have laughed
right,
about it. But I just, and we always had a good time out. I can't say that we never had a good time.
right.
It just was sad that um my Patreon, her Patreon meant more to her than our friendship. So,
Well, and not too many people like this is not it's not like you're the first person this kind of stuff
oh
has
God,
happened with.
no, no, no,
So
no.
it should I mean that should give you some comfort that you know that and I'm sure you already know you didn't do anything. It
No,
wasn't
no, no.
no, you know what I mean?
No, and I went back and
You were
I
a good
wasn't
friend
going
to
to,
her.
but I did go back to Diane's and listen to it and see what people wrote. So,
Oh, I was watching. I was in there. I don't like to comment a lot, but I was like feeling, I mean, I was on your side the whole time. Like, not that I pick sides, but you agree or
Yeah,
disagree with someone. And I disagreed with
yeah,
everything she was saying to you. It was so wrong for her to even do that. Like, you were her friend, but then she left it all up to you to get in touch with her after she said what she said. I mean,
yeah.
bow down. You got to bow down. That's what you
Well,
got to
I
do.
knew at that time when she was like, well, do you want to know what people are saying? I'm like, well, what am I going to say? No. So as soon
Right.
as she told me that, I'm like, wait a second. These people that are supposedly my friends are like talking shit behind my back to you.
Right.
And then the refrigerator story didn't come out until afterwards.
And did she defend you when these people were talking about you? I mean, that's something I'd
No,
be curious
no,
to
no,
know.
no, no.
If your
No,
friend,
actually, Wendy was like, so MGL, you're so good friends with Mary, but why didn't you ask her if she needed food? And she's like,
Mhm.
she blocked me. But then Wendy went back, was like, well, Gingerlock's mom wasn't blocked and she was in
Mhm.
communication with her. Like you could have asked her.
Right,
But
exactly. I
yeah.
think, it's probably, what though, everything, hi
You know what?
Supermom,
I am so happy. Like
everything happens for a reason, I
I'm
believe.
so happy. I don't have to defend her anymore. I don't have to be embarrassed. I
Mm-hmm.
don't, I just
And
don't.
you've been classy about it, so, you know, you haven't gone around bashing her.
Well, Sarah Smiles did it tonight, so I don't know
Hey,
what's gonna help. But it wasn't me. So
it was Sarah Smiles. Hey, but Sarah Smiles was another one who was
she was
always sticking
another
up for her.
one. Yeah,
Another one. And Science Girl, another
a
one.
science girl. Yeah.
I mean, we could go on. So everything happens for a reason. And I think it was a blessing for you.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely.
Thank
And
you,
I'm glad you
Jesus.
came up. You have to come
I
on more.
know you come on too late. That's my
I know.
problem.
I always, when you started going over there all the time, I was like, I remember Mario used to come in here and in my chats years, well, at the beginning. And I'm like,
Yeah.
now she's over there and she's never going to want to come in to see me
No,
because you're
I
always the
do.
big people now.
Actually, to be honest, I'm usually asleep by like 10:30.
Are you? I
Yeah, I
know I'm going to
usually
try to
am.
come on earlier.
Um,
I come on late.
are you gonna watch the Chris Watts
I
Netflix?
am. We are going to have a watch party on Zoom.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. So
That would be
send
fun.
me your email.
Okay.
So if you send me your email, then I can send you a link because it's invite only, like only certain people are coming in. So
Okay.
I don't want just anyone. If you want to watch it with us,
Mhm.
I'm excited to watch that.
What was AD doing? Trying to get signatures. I didn't understand that.
Oh, the other day, like
Yeah.
what was he doing? What
He
was he
was trying
trying to get? What's this?
um that author of that horrible book, like she couldn't write a book to save
Yes,
her life. She was up there.
on AD's panel.
Hmm.
Okay, so it
And they
was
were trying to get because Netflix wanted to copy strike everybody because now they
right.
have they own it.
Oh, YouTubers being struck. AD's metadata shows YouTube, Netflix. So it looks like he was trying to do something with the. Oh gosh, I thought he was
I
gone.
would think that Netflix probably bought all the rights. And
Mm-hmm.
like, when you try to play music, they
Yep.
strike you. I think
Yep.
now it'll be the same with the Netflix.
Probably. I thought, wow, he still has 55,000 subscribers,
I don't know. And he's still talking about it.
and he's still talking about Chris Watts. I thought he moved on, or he was
No, he
supposed to
did
move
for
on.
about 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh, that's absurd. Well, Mary Marlowe stopped.
Yeah.
Well,
Is she
not
back
really
home?
though. She doesn't have a YouTube channel, but she has her own private channel, and she moved to Colorado and she's been doing videos going to the house and going up the
Oh,
back stairs
shit.
and stuff. Lord, give it up.
Dave
Jeez.
Robbie just went there like a couple months ago with his friend.
Yeah, and they use like a
Like some kind of ghost thing.
yeah, but they
Ghostbuster.
use like a what you call it. They're not traipsing around all on
Oh
their
no,
back
no, no,
porch and
no.
stuff.
Save
You know, I
Robbie has
think she's
always been
respectful. But Mary Marlowe literally was going up the back steps in the backyard, videoing through the glass door. It's like this woman is obsessed with this.
yeah, it's crazy. And then actually I because I'm always asleep, Mommy Ramling's blog was actually talking about the same thing with the ML case.
Oh, she
And
was?
yes, and
I don't watch her.
I know she could be annoying.
Mhm.
But she was picking apart the interview and she's like, red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Like she was red flagging it all the way around.
You know, I don't watch her, but
I don't, ever since the whole Save Robbie thing, yeah, it's
yeah,
kind of, and Hello
she was
Starlight.
she was in
I
the wrong
just,
there,
yeah.
and she couldn't admit it, you know. I don't think she's, I mean, I don't have anything against her. I just don't think she's as nice as.
I personally do not understand how 1 or 2 in the morning she could be up and those kids are going into the kitchen, getting food, going out. I'm like, it's 1 or 2 in the morning.
Hey, she's got some talent though, because I mean, she holds a room like
She does.
for
And they
hours.
could be talking about freaking
Nothing.
crafting.
Yep. Yeah. So there's people that really, really like, you know, like watching her, and that's
Yeah.
fine. You know, she's
Last summer, not this summer, it was last summer. I was, I don't even know what she was doing in Pennsylvania, but she legit, I couldn't believe it. She was in Walmart and I had to stop in that Walmart and there she was. I was like, what the
Are you
hell?
serious? You saw her?
Yeah, but I didn't go up to her because she doesn't know me. I'm a
Right.
lurker in there. I don't really talk.
Right.
And I just was like,
That's
and then she
crazy.
was talking about her experience in that Walmart.
That's
I
crazy.
want to know what she was doing in this area. Like,
What was she doing in
she
that
wasn't in
area?
traveling through, I would assume.
Oh, is that? Didn't she post some videos? Did they stay at some hotel there or something? I think.
What? Oh,
I
Great
think they,
Wolf Lodge or something?
yeah, something. Oh, is Great Wolf Lodge? They have one out there.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that might have
Well,
been
I
it.
mean, it's like an hour and 20 minutes from here, but yeah.
Okay. Have you ever been to Washington?
No, I've never been on the West Coast.
You haven't?
Mm-mm.
Come to Washington sometime.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful state. It's just the winters are rainy and depressing.
Yeah.
Summers are pretty. Summers are pretty. Well, I'm glad you came on, honey.
Yes, definitely.
Nice to talk to you.
Yeah, and I'll let you know if I have any more info.
Yeah, and send me an email with your email so I
Yeah.
can.
Oh yeah. When is the watch party?
It's September 30th. What time is it's at, hold on. Does anyone know the time? Is it at 8? I think. Hold on. So I'll probably start it up at like 7:30, 7:45.
Is it? Oh God, that's the anniversary of my divorce.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it'll
You need to
be
have some drinks while
21.
you're in
Wait, no. How long will it be? 2009. 12 years officially.
12 years.
Longer
I'm trying to
than
get a
that.
divorce.
Huh?
I'm trying to get a divorce.
Yeah, mine took 4 years.
Who's Mary Lopez?
Oh, I
Have
don't
you heard
know.
of Mary Lopez?
No, who's that?
Oh, somebody different. Someone else who stopped by Chris Watts. I just don't see the fascination. I'll let you
it's
know for sure
over.
the time.
I mean, I just don't understand why people are still getting money off of it.
Right. What's the fascination? That's what I don't get. It's a house. What are
Yeah.
you going to find? I
What,
mean, unless you're
what are
doing
they
something like
going to
Save
do?
Robbie and you're doing
Are they
the,
going to knock down that house?
I don't know what's going on with that. You know, people are saying maybe someone will buy it and then tear it down. Why would you buy it and tear it down? I don't know. But unless you're doing something like Save Robbie and them where you're doing ghost stuff, but just to go there, just to see the house, it's a house. You've seen it on video a million times. I just don't get why it's such a big deal. I don't know. I don't like the color of it at all. It's
No,
that color is really depressing. It's a huge house. It was
it
beautiful.
is. It
I
is.
don't know. I don't know. I think
Do you know that there's a girl, a YouTuber on now? Her name's Kelly the Advocate, and guess who all her mods are?
who?
The Rusex.
Are you serious?
Swear to God.
Kelly, is that the Kelly that used to go on who's Critical K's a long time ago?
I don't think so.
Isn't Kelly a friend of the family?
Oh, is
Do you guys
she?
remember Kelly? It was Kelly and her friend that they had a channel together.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Kelly and there is Kelly and someone else, but Kelly was a friend of the family. I'm wondering if
Oh.
that's who it is. Have you seen her?
She has blonde hair.
Yep. Yep. Is she on the
Oh,
Watts?
so does
No.
she?
Okay.
Does she live
No.
in North Carolina?
I think so, but if she's with the root checks, then it's not because this Kelly was for the Watts. So
No.
okay, then it can't be
I
the
just
same.
was blown away because she went into the Truths Live, and then people dropped her link, and I saw it, and then when I went in, Sandra Rusick was a mod. I was like, what?
Really? I'm gonna look up
Yes.
her channel. Really? That's crazy. I wonder if it's really her, Sandra Ruchek, though. You think?
No, it really is because all of them are mods, like Frank Jr., Frank Sr. They're all
Okay, no,
there.
this isn't the same. This isn't the same girl.
Yeah. Look what Baby Blue said.
Kelly has good content and is giving Ruchek a voice. Oh, okay.
Probably out again. Aren't they trying to trying to silence,
Yeah.
Armchair Detective and
Right.
all of them?
Well, hey, I mean, oh, they were in her live. Aw, that's good though. I mean, because they haven't really spoke out much about stuff, Yes, it's Nicole Atkinson Sporting who's battling cancer.
Yeah. I think she's doing better.
She is. Her hair's all growing back and she's doing really good, she says.
Wait, are you still doing Thrive, Bella?
I bought some more. I just haven't started it again because I stopped it just for a while. Because I wasn't selling. I don't want to say pushing it, but I wasn't really trying to sell any, So I wasn't getting a bunch of credits like I was when a lot of people were buying it. So I just didn't want to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, Mary, the difference is huge. Like I do not feel nearly as good as I was when I was taking Thrive. So I'm gonna start taking it again. And then we came out with a new product I want to try too. Someone's messaged me. All right, I think I'm gonna jump off here.
All right, me too.
Thanks for coming
on.
on.
I just wanted to explain,
Yeah, that was good. I'm glad you came
It's
up.
just been interesting to me to just how a county can just fail a whole family like that.
Right.
And, it's like, but hopefully October 2nd, a lot will get accomplished.
Yeah, I'm excited to find out what's going to happen then.
Yeah, and don't believe 10 to Live that says those documents are really old.
Right. I watched part of one of her videos.
There's still evidence, and Michael never struck it to be taken out. So that's BS for whatever she said. So
all righty.
All right. Have a good night.
Good night. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye. Bye. Okay. Wait. What do you guys think? Like, you like Kelly Baby Blues? You sent a link? Oh, you sent me the link to her channel? Yeah, I'm excited because I've been looking for some new channels to watch, y'alls. I've been, y'alls. I've been looking for some new channels to watch because, you know, I mean, you can only handle so much drama. I might not, I might stay on for a few more minutes, but, Mary O. Picker is really sweet. I think I'm going to stay on for a few more minutes. Unless you guys want to go, whoever needs to go is fine. But Picker, Mary O was MGL. Picker, do you know who MGL is? Was her ride or die. She stuck up for MGL through thick and thin, man. Oh, no wonder it's so cold. My window's open. She stuck up for her through everything that she went through. And I don't know. I mean, I would love to have someone like that. I do have my BFF, but she lives in a completely different state from me. And you know, life's busy and we don't get to really talk a lot. Hold on. What else did I want? I was going to talk about something else real quick, and I can't remember what it was. Because you know my mind goes. I'm getting old, you guys. I was going to tell you guys something else, and I can't remember what it was. Darn it. Hold on. Hold on. I have to. Oh. Man, oh man. Where did my little rose go? Oh, where can she be? With his tail cut short and his ears cut long. Oh, where can he be? Oh, you guys, so Walmart is what I was saying. You guys, Walmart is having a huge sale on televisions. I got my daughter a 55-inch television with tax and stuff. With taxes, it came to like $412. So Mary O saw the light. So why did Mary O defect from? Oh, well, your BFF lives in another state too. Oh, because she was terrible to her. MGL was to Mary. They got in a big, you know, deal. But you need baby blues. I was using the bathroom. Yes, I washed my hands. Yes. It was like 300, three something, and then with tax and stuff, it came to like 412, and it's a big old 55-inch television, and it's nice. It's a smart TV, so that was her housewarming gift that I gave her. I don't think I'm going to get any more animals, you guys. Yes, I'm going to be lonely, you know, once my son goes, you know, my daughter's gone. My daughter's gone. She has a couple more boxes to get, and then she's gone. And then when my son goes, oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I saw my husband. I told you guys that my car broke down, right? And my husband, soon to be ex, fixed it. And he was so nice to me, you guys. And that is what messes with my head. That's what messes with my head, when my husband is nice to me. And I told my son something. I told my son that it was hard for me. Picker. A smaller TV for you, but well, I'm going to be selling her TV. And probably, I don't know. I want to get a new TV too, but I'm not going to. Sporting, thank you. I don't think I will, Picker. Nobody hits on me, and that's okay. It's fine. Nobody has to hit on me. I'm wearing my necklace from when I was a little girl. See? Isn't that cute? You guys? It has little hearts. This is from when I was a little girl. But I told my son, I said it, look at my hair. I said, it's really hard for me, seeing him, when he's all nice like that and he's helpful to me. It's hard. You guys, I'm sure, understand. And I said, it's hard to divorce him. It's hard to get a divorce when we get along and things, he's being nice. And my son said, Mom, don't even think about it. He goes, you have to go through with the divorce. He said, Dad is moving on. He said, Dad's moving on. He's got a new girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fine, I know, but BBT's in his house. So he said, yeah, don't even think about it. No, it's not. What's not, Robert? It's not hard to... It's the only time Robert says something when I'm talking about that. I know, I need to just... So I did fill out another form of Bella Dose. Aw, you're so sweet. I did fill out a form to speak with another attorney. So hopefully Monday I'll be able to talk to another one. And it's a place where it says they don't charge a lot of money. They just ask like kind of what you need, right? What what you need to get. It says you've been successfully connected with a unbundled lawyer, whatever that means. And it's what they do is they ask you what you need, and then they kind of charge you accordingly, I'll tell you. If anyone needs a lawyer, website, just in case you guys. Okay. So this is what it says. Whether you need a criminal law attorney who does not just see you as another client, a family law attorney who will listen, or an attorney to assist with estate planning or a probate, Legal State of Mind will provide you with the help you need. And then it has payment options. So that's nice. Yeah, they have payment options. So that's really nice that they've got that. Kiki, hi, honey. Aw, baby blues. Hopefully. That one guy is still asking me to coffee. Don't ask me why I can't bring myself to go, but limited. Oh, is there another place called that, BBT? Limited representation? I haven't heard of that one, but yeah, I mean, I think ours is going to be pretty simple. You know what I mean? Like, it shouldn't cost a shit ton of money because, we don't have property together, nothing like that. I don't know. I'm not worried about meeting anybody right now. Anyways, I'm not worried about it. It's like, it'll happen when it happens. And I think people should I've had plenty of time, to work on myself and be alone, definitely. But I think it's not the same thing. Okay. I don't think people should get split up. Aw, thank you, Virgil. Well, maybe I'll just take it down. I'm just kidding. Here's the thing. Like, I don't think people should get a divorce or even get with being dumb because we're not even divorced and he's got a girlfriend already. I think that's very unhealthy. So maybe his relationship won't work out because he didn't give it enough time for him to work on himself. And I am. So there, I'm doing it the healthy way. Virgil, there's nothing sexy about me. I'm old, and next week, well, wait, how many more days? Oh my gosh, what's the date today? The 26th? No, I have a week and a half, and I'm going to be, you guys, I cannot believe this. Pretty soon, I'm going to be able to get senior citizens discounts. What's up with that? Senior citizen discounts. Can you believe that? Never thought it would happen. Oh, picker. Ew, no, but thank you. Seriously. Senior citizen discounts. We can do a Zoom call maybe tonight if you guys want. I have some emails if you want me to send you guys a link. Thank you, Virgil. That's sweet. I don't feel that. I know I'm a beautiful person inside. I have a huge heart. I'm loving. I care about people, but I've just never looked at myself as what other people say. I just don't. Yes, we have. We've been separated, Ivy, for a while. But here's the thing. He should have divorced me before getting a girlfriend. Like, why is it being left up to me? He's the one who's moved on. So why is it up to me to get a freaking divorce, you know? Anyways. So if you guys want to join a Zoom call, we could actually watch a movie tonight. Or just hang out and chit chat or whatever if you guys want. But I need your emails and I'll write them down if you would like to be included. I know it's probably late for some of you, but actually you look pretty sexy in your pants. When are you going to face the fact your marriage is over? It's over, Robert. I already know. As the life you can make for yourself gets shorter and shorter. Sorry. I already know it's over. And after he's already been with somebody else, I don't want to be with him. Keeps his girlfriend at bay. Most likely he tells her you refuse. Probably. Kiki, probably, honey. Probably. But my daughter even said, because I said the same thing to her, and she said, Mom, he seems happy. And I said, yeah. Why wouldn't he be? He doesn't have any responsibilities. He can just go out and party all the time and, not worry about whatever. Hey there, Robert, the official Smarts Wrench is around. All right, you guys, I'm going to pop off of here. I'm just going to go be by myself. I'm going to go watch another movie, probably. I do need to clean. I have stuff I need to do, but... Good night, you guys. Hey, almost under 2 hours. I'm doing really good. Good night. Sweet dreams, you guys. Take care. I will probably see you maybe tomorrow night. BBT. I'm tired, you guys. You too, Kiki. Good night, Virgil. Good night, BBT. BBT, are you available tomorrow, honey? Are you available tomorrow? I really want to talk to you, so I cannot wait for you to move on and find heaven. I know, but I don't care about being with anybody right now. Good night, Robert. I'm not. What I do, Picker, is I put on a movie and then I fall asleep. I just know I need to call you tomorrow, BBT, because if I call tonight, then I'm not going to be very talkative and I'm not going to, be full attention. So I'm calling you in the morning. God bless you. Sweet dreams. Yeah, nothing wrong with What, Steven? What's wow? Wow. Okay. Love you guys. Bye. Sweet dreams. Just life. Yes. Bye. Bye.